Did Diddy really kill Tupac? A full breakdown of what we learned in so far. Biggie Smalls' mother had his murder case reopened in 2006. LAPD detective Greg Carding discovered new information linking Diddy to the murder of Tupac. Here's what we learned from the documentary everyone's talking about: murder rap. Voletta Wallace. 1. It all started when Biggie Smalls' murder case was reopened by his mother in 2006. Biggie Smalls' mother, Voletta Wallace, sued the LAPD for an estimated sum of $500 million. Based on the popular conspiracy theory that the police covered up the death of her son. The case was consequently reopened in 2006 and handed to LAPD detective Greg Carding, who discovered more than he was hoping for. 2. Carding believes the murders of Tupac and Biggie Smalls were related. The first thing to note is that Detective Carding claims the deaths of the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac were related. While investigating Biggie's death, he discovered new information linking both cases. Puff Daddy. 3. Did Puff Daddy hire hitmen to kill Tupac? Based on 3 years of working on the case, Detective Greg Carding came to the conclusion that Sean Puff Daddy Combs put a $1 million hit on both Tupac and Suge Knight, following the highly publicized rap beef involving himself and Biggie. Carding claims the music mogul had close gang ties in LA and hired Crips member Dwayne Keith Kef D. Davis to carry out the hit. Tupac Shakur. 4. So who actually pulled the trigger on Tupac? Carding claims that Tupac was killed by Crips gang member Orlando Baby Lane Anderson. He alleges that the original hit was supposed to be carried out by Kef D, but plans were changed at the last minute, after they unexpectedly pulled up on the wrong side of Tupac's vehicle. So Kef's nephew carried out the hit, instead killing Tupac and injuring Suge Knight. Interestingly, Baby Lane also got into a fistfight with Pac at a Vegas casino hours before the shooting took place. Faith Evans. 5. Was Faith Evans aware of Tupac's murder? Biggie Smalls' then-wife Faith Evans allegedly knew about Diddy's plot to kill Tupac. After the West Coast rapper was murdered, Kef D claims that he contacted Diddy and Evans to let them know they were responsible for the death. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. 6. Does that mean Biggie was involved in Tupac's murder? No. Detective Carding claims that Biggie did not play any part in the murder of Tupac, despite their well-documented rap beef. He says that B.I.G. was not aware of Diddy's plans to kill both Shakur and his manager Suge Knight. Suge Knight. 7. After Tupac died, it's alleged that Suge Knight paid a hitman to kill Biggie Smalls. After narrowly avoiding death in the murder of Tupac, Death Row Records boss Suge Knight allegedly retaliated by hiring a Bloods gang member to kill the Notorious B.I.G. The hitman shot and killed Biggie after he was traveling home from a party thrown by Vibe magazine. Interestingly, the documentary also claims that Knight saw Tupac's killer and actually went to the same school as hired hitman Kef D. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. 8. So, who actually killed Biggie? Bloods gang member Wardell Pucci Faust allegedly murdered Biggie after being paid $1,300 by Suge Knight. According to Carding, Pucci attended the same party as Biggie and fired shots at his car as they attempted to leave. Biggie later died on the way to the hospital. 9. The murder case was dropped after the LAPD proved they were not involved in a conspiracy. According to Carding, the investigation was abandoned despite the in-depth investigation, because the LAPD were able to beat the $500 million case posed by Biggie's mother, Voletta Wallace. In 2009, Carding was then removed from the task force due to a separate internal affairs investigation. Although he was cleared of any charges, some people still view the retired detective as a rouge cop. 10. What happened to the alleged murderers? Both Orlando Baby Lane Anderson and Wardell Pucci Faust have reportedly died of apparent unrelated causes. So even if the claims made in the documentary were true, the men who were allegedly directly responsible for the murders of Tupac and Biggie are no longer here to face punishment.